Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back. And I just got home literally like less than an hour ago. And like as always, I basically get online and I look at my Twitter feed, and I came across this article that was absolutely positively fascinating to me. And it's a true story. It's no BS. And wow, I thought this was amazing. And I think also that this is just the beginning. So apparently, there are real competitive gamers out there at an average range upon all 4 or 5 people or whatnot that is just a shade above 71, which is absolutely fascinating. And I think as time goes on, in about maybe 20, 30, 40 years from now, you're going to be seeing a new age of gamers around that age range that have been pretty much gaming all their lives as opposed to just starting out like sometime later in life. And I personally believe that once we get to that point that you're going to be seeing elderly gamers quote unquote elderly gamers that are basically going to be doing amazing things. And I want to read this article to you because I absolutely found it fascinating, so that way you don't have to. And then I also wanted to talk about a couple little things here and there right after that, but for the most part this is what it's going to be about. So let's get straight into this. So Meet the Silver Snipers, that's the title of the article, and here it is. It's not often that you meet a 62-year-old woman with the nickname Teen Slayer, but then Monica Endefers isn't really interested in acting her age or meeting your expectations of her. She'd rather be racking up kills playing Counter-Strike. If you introduced me to a cool group of people with nicknames like Birdie, Barabang, and Teen Slayer, I would expect to come face to face with some rappers from 1989. Instead, meet the Silver Snipers, a magnificent stereotype busting aging of geriatric gamers with an average age a shade above 71. The Lenovo Legion sponsored team has its eyes set on competing at the DreamHack Winter 2017, the massive esports and gaming convention in Jönköping, Sweden, and I butchered that, but anyway, getting the snipers ready for DreamHack meant hiring a serious coach, retired gamer Tommy Potty Ingemerson, who way back in 2000 helped found Sweden's highly successful Ninjas in Pajamas team. He also happens to be a 10-time world champion in Counter-Strike. I was surprised by the dedication and motivation the group showed at this age to learn and more and to improve, he says. And he also raves about the ways in which gaming can benefit people of a more advanced age. We have already seen a case where a few of the Silver Snipers got a confidence boost, and it's been the best therapy ever, removing anxiety and serving as mental gymnastics. Wow, this is amazing. I'm just scrolling down here. Aside from the sheer exhilaration of playing games like Counter-Strike, the Snipers have enjoyed forging deeper connections with younger family members who are avid gamers. We have more to talk about, says Bertil Barabang, England, and our kids and grandchildren think that we are pretty cool. Wendy adds, my kids think that it's so cool that people in the food market recognize us, and we have a fan page on our Facebook. The women on the team, Monica and Wanja, Knitting Night, Godange, get extra satisfaction from succeeding in a youth and male-dominated gaming community. When we are training, she says, Monica and I are always playing on the same team against the men, and we always win. Just scrolling down here a little bit more. And here they go into more detail about each one of the 5 members, and then pretty much the article ends after here, so we're almost done. And the first gentleman is a name Abby Birdie Drakenborg. His age is 75 and just started teaching his daughter his favorite game, Counter-Strike, so that way they can train together. Abby is a paper artist and always makes the ladies in the team artsy flowers after training sessions. The next one is Wanja Knitting Night Godange, 63, is a city girl who likes to take out all her anger in Counter-Strike using the game as therapy. She's been playing day and night so she can deliver at DreamHack. This is our first time competing in esports, she says. The younger crowd has been really supportive. Wow, this is amazing. The next person, and again, I hope I don't butcher these names too badly, Oyvind Windy Tuverd, age 75, is the team leader. He loves to hang out with the other snipers and is considered the ultimate team player. Next person, Monica, Team Slayer Endeavors. Teen Slayer Endeavors, excuse me. Age 62, has become... Gotta scroll up here. Has become close friends with Wanja, and who the two play constantly together and love slaying their mostly male competitors. Our families think we are crazy to compete at DreamHack, she says, but we want to show everybody that we can. This is just absolutely fascinating. And this is the last team member, I believe. Bertel Barabang, England, age 81, is the oldest and wisest of the group. He joined the team to learn gaming and to get closer to his grandchildren. He loves to be in the spotlight and on 2 occasions competed in the Swedish version of the famed Eurovision Song Contest. Whether the snipers win or lose at DreamHack, there's nothing but upside in participating. We really enjoy each other's company, says Abby. Sharing this experience together is bringing us closer each day. Bertil, our friends of a similar age, don't totally understand what we're doing, but they're cheering for us and think we are really brave. We wish the Silver Snipers luck and skill, and hope they slay some unsuspecting teens. Wow, this is guys, this is absolutely fascinating. And like I said in the very beginning of this video, in due time, I think in the future, within the next 30 to 40 years, you're gonna be seeing competitive gaming on a whole other level than you see it today. And it started getting really, really big just like, what, 5-6 years ago is when it really started to kick off in terms of Call of Duty and some other games. Now, obviously, you know, games like Halo or whatnot have been around for a long time, and a few others here and there, to name a few. But it's really starting to become part of pulp culture now. So it's really fascinating. And in 30 to 40 years from now, you know, especially since the mind works a little bit differently than the body, and some people will even say that, you know, the body can do very similar things, which I don't disagree on. But the thing is, once you reach, I mean, there are gamers right now that are around my age and even older than me that have never really stopped gaming. They started, let's say, in the 90s, and they've never really stopped. And for those of us that are in our 30s, like me, that's been pretty much playing games since I was 7, you know, if you see somebody like in 30 years from now that has been playing since the age of 7, that's going to be like in their 60s or whatnot, and you're going to be seeing them competing, and I think you're going to be seeing them do amazing things. And the thing is, I personally believe that it doesn't make a difference when you stop. I mean, that it makes the biggest difference when you don't stop gaming. And even like with the body, like an exercise or whatnot, if you don't stop, and if you pick up the habit earlier on and you just don't stop and you keep going with it, the benefits will pretty much never ever leave you, and you'll never seem like you lost a step, at least not completely. And with gaming, since it's pretty much mostly muscle memory and how the mind just doesn't tire and how you can constantly keep improving, granted you do it correctly and you exercise the mind correctly and work all of its parts, and this is just absolutely fascinating on all levels. And I think in the years to come, you're going to be seeing amazing things in competitive gaming, and you're going to be seeing people of a quote-unquote elderly age that are going to be doing amazing things. And I think that's absolutely fascinating. And it just goes to show you that if you truly want something, regardless of what it is, you know, the human beings are just absolutely amazing. If they really put their minds to it and their bodies and whatever goals they want to accomplish, I think this is amazing. And how can I not make a video about this after stumbling across this article on my Twitter? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So, and by the way, let me know down in the comment section, do you guys know of anybody that is like quote-unquote older that games a lot? And we're not talking 40s. We're actually talking, let's say, beyond 40s. Or let's say late 40s and beyond. Do you guys know anybody or happen to have a family member that games at that age? And obviously, if you play competitive gaming like multiplayer shooters, that just goes to show you it's just more fascinating. It's just absolutely amazing. So, one thing I also wanted to touch up on this in this video is that I am going to try to get a Christmas video going. I haven't posted in a couple days before today because work is starting back up again, and I work during the holiday season. At this time during Christmas I'll be working, during Christmas Eve I'll be working. It'll pretty much be like the busy time of year for me for the next week and a half or so, because we're one of the few places that stay open 365, so I'm going to be taking full advantage of that. And if I do not get a chance to post a Christmas video due to things that are going on in the personal life as well as being really busy at work, I really wanted to wish, just in case I don't get it out, which I'm going to try to, I'm absolutely going to try to, I really, really want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a safe holiday with your friends and your families and your loved ones. Because remember, guys, that's another thing about the holidays that makes it such a big deal, is the fact that, well, when it comes down to it, the thing that matters most are the people around you, whether they're friends, whether they're family, or anything of that nature. They really are the most important things above all else. It's the experiences that you have with the people around you that you share this life with. So in case I don't get a chance to, I want to wish you all a safe and happy holiday. And one thing that I also like, going back to this article here, I'm just absolutely fascinated by this. And again, let me know also in the comments section, what do you guys believe? Do you guys believe that once you get to a certain age, and it doesn't just have to be in gaming, it could be in anything. You know, do you really believe if you never ever truly let yourself go that you can achieve things that are said to be unachievable? Do you guys believe that? Because I do, deep down inside. And especially when it comes to something that's purely mostly like mental above all else. Now there is a physical side, sure, but when it's muscle memory and it's so mental, like gaming or whatnot, I mean, I really would like to see how these people of an advanced age do against, you know, the competitive players that are in their prime, so to speak. So, and I think we are gonna get a new education through this, as in, like, you know, maybe the competitive age doesn't top out in your mid to late 20s or whatnot. Obviously, there are some competitive players out there that are, you know, I think at the age of 30 or whatnot. And it also depends. It also depends on what game you play. But at least that's what's said. But I think this is pretty much going to be the precursor to changing our beliefs in what's true and the myths and all that of what we're capable of as gamers and what will happen in the future in terms of age and capabilities and all that. I think it's absolutely fascinating. And I know I've said that a million times, but it just truly is fascinating to me. So, yeah, and that's it. And there's one more thing I wanted to say before I close out here. And again, up to New Year's, I don't know exactly how busy I'm going to be, but just in case I do not get a chance to say this, I might as well say it here now while I have you guys here. And that is that, especially in the last month and a half or so, even though 2017 has been a very difficult year for me, personal-wise, with a lot of things happening, this has been my most successful year on YouTube in terms of the amount of consistent views I'm getting, in terms of the communications that I have back and forth between you guys, whether it's in streams or in the comments section or even a little bit on Twitter here and there. The communication and just the amount of support that I've gotten on the channel for a guy that's small like I am has been absolutely amazing. And, you know, the amount of people that have decided for whatever reason to hit that subscribe button in the last month and a half especially, and in the consistency as well, has been absolutely mind-boggling to me. It was just a month and a half ago or so where I was just barely over 300, and now I'm at 430, and it's fascinating. So, and thank you. It really is motivating. There truly is nothing like having a feeling of making a video in the beginning of the day and then posting it, and then coming back at the end of the day after a long day of work or whatever's going on, and to see that, you know, you have a certain amount of views and comments and the thumbs up on the videos and the communication that you have with the community. That is awesome. So I wanted to give you guys, I wanted to show my appreciation and say thank you very much. And as always, guys, I've run out of time here. So, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.